Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries.
Oh, what other countries, Donald? China? Guess what? We're not actually sending any tax dollars to China. We're sending tax money to Ukraine and Israel. And any other country that we are supplying, medical aid to, financial aid to, or, military aid to. That's who's getting our tax money. That's the countries that we're sending our tax money to. So are we cutting military funding to is not real, or are we cutting military funding to Ukraine, or both? Continue.
We will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
I now fully understand how this man ran so many businesses into the ground. You can't tax another country. We have state taxes, we have federal taxes. The federal government can't charge another country taxes. We can't impose them and we can't enforce them. When you, as a US citizen, go to another country, right, and you spend money there and you pay their taxes while you're there, you keep those receipts so that when you come back home, you can file those receipts and get the taxes that you paid in that country back from the US government. That's how that works. You can't actually tax another country for doing business here. Tariffs though, there's something there about tariffs. Of course, I don't really expect Donald Trump to know how tariffs work, because he's not really in the financial department of any of his businesses. He's just the big brain guy, stealing ideas from other people and then implementing them in the most cheapest bougie way he possibly can. No, how tariffs work is the federal government sees anything coming in from a foreign country, predetermined based on that country as to how much that tariff percent is, and decides, okay, in order to conduct this business here, there's going to be X amount of money that has to be given to the US government. Well, guess what? The country doing the business here, isn't going to pay that. That's going to go to the company that's buying products and shipping them into the States. They have to pay for that tariff. They're the one buying the good. You can only tax or tariff what you're paying for, not for the sale of something. And then guess what? Those corporations, you're not going to just eat that thousands, millions, potentially billions of dollars of tariffable revenue. They're not going to eat it. They're going to push it off onto everybody else, to people like you and me, not Donald Trump and all of his millionaire, billionaire friends, to every one of us who are barely living above the poverty line or sitting kind of comfy right now. Yeah, you know what's going to happen? Everything you enjoy right now is going to get a little bit more expensive, because if they raise prices on one thing and they're a conglomerate corporation, they're going to raise the prices on everything, because they're not going to be like, okay, for this item we had to pay a 200% tariff, as Donald Trump has suggested doing, so we're not going to put a $200 markup on this car to make a car that was once $80,000 now worth, what is it, $240,000. We're going to disperse it amongst all the other products that we make. Cars is a bad example for that, but anything else that we ship in and we pay tariffs on. So do not expect gas prices to get any cheaper. Do not English is a language, and I know it. Expect eggs to get any cheaper, milk, food, anything else like that. It's all going to go up. And guess what? Federal minimum wage probably isn't moving. You're probably not going to see any increase in pay. Sorry to tell you.
For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be
That has to be the stupidest name of a government agency I have ever heard. Lots of promises. Probably not going to see any of them come through. Triple D's.